Hey everybody, today I'm going to cover the Bobobie 60cm boy body, which currently has a Resinsoul Gang head on it. So if it wasn't obvious, this body, including a head, is generally 60 centimeters tall. The heads of this particular size doll usually wear an 8-9 sized wig and can usually wear 14 or 60 millimeter eyes. Also, the head and the body are in normal skin. The body is a bit darker though than what you should expect from dolls that are brand new, because the body was made in 2008, so it has yellowed a bit. For the gang head, and this is kind of true for pretty much all of the Bobobie and Resinsoul dolls, there's a head cap system, which just comes off like so, and you got a magnet and a little hook hole thing for the hook here to pop into. And it's got an S-hook in there, which you just lift it up, twist it, and the head will come off, no problem. And you got eye putty to keep the wonderful eyes in there, in his head. And voila, he can tilt his head to the side, like so. And his head can go up and down like that, like a boss. And now we'll move on to the arm, which has 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. With the shoulder piece, it has a nifty little kind of ledge thing here, so that the arm can stay up when it's all strung and all that, so that's pretty nice. Then you have a simple ball joint here, and the hand. For this elbow here, it is not double jointed, it's more what you'd call like a single jointing system. His arm can only go that much, and if you force it any further, then the ball just kind of floats there, and it doesn't stay like that, so that's no fun. And then you got the hand, which has some mobility to it. It can't really go to the side that much. Next we have the torso, which is a 3-piecer. So you have the chest, the belly, and his wang slash hips. Sorry if you get close-ups of the wang. Yeah, for the chest piece up here, it can go off to the side a little, and it can't really go back or forward. Doesn't really hold those poses much. If you swayed it, it'll probably keep those poses a bit better. And then for the tummy, you can go back a lot. Not as much as a little bit too far back. And can go slouch forward a bit. And I don't think it was really made to go to the side, really, because it just looks really funky. Next we have the legs, which have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. The first piece we have on the leg is this kind of ball piece, and then this kind of separates into a kind of swiveling thigh thingamajig here, so his leg can spin around. And then we go past the thigh, and we'll come to this peanut shaped joint here, which is kind of like a double joint thing, so he should be able to sit on his knees and whatnots. Then we go down further the leg to his footsie, which doesn't really have much mobility, because it's kind of just sitting there into the leg. There's not really an ankle to be spoken for here, so yeah, his foot doesn't really do much. And that is the overview of how the body kind of works and moves around and whatnot. My personal opinion on this body, it's alright for the price. If you have a floating head and your resin matches with Bobobie, and you know you're absolutely dying to have a body for your doll, then by all means you can go ahead and get this body if you actually genuinely like it. But for me personally, I really don't like it. Like, it's just blah. I hate it. It's so mean to say, but I do. I cannot stand the hands and these little ball pieces here. They like to spin. There's nothing keeping them from spinning, so it's kind of a whole issue having to make them sit, because then you have to spin it so that the little slot channels are facing forward and blah blah blah. And the torso piece is alright. I'm fine with it. But then you get down to the legs, which looks so blocky and ugly, and then you get down to the feet, which I don't like. I don't like the cankle effect we got going on here. I prefer for my dolls to have like a ball socket joint or something, so that the foot can move around more. And have I mentioned I hate the hands on this doll? I really do. That's the one thing that's always bothered me about the Bobobie, or at least this Bobobie body, is the hands are just so ugly to me. Like, if you really like them, I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings, but for me, they just look really weird and blah. Like, for a while, I've had the doll family hands, the default hands that came with my doll family ageling Fang on this body, because I disliked the Bobobie hands so much, because it's like they were an afterthought. Like, after the whole doll was done, they're like, oh hey, we need to add some hands, let's make these really quickly and really cheaply. And I have nothing nice to say about this poor body. But like, if you genuinely like it, go ahead and get it. I'm sure, you know, it will bring more happiness to you than it has to me. And you know, it's decent price, it's a Bobobie, so, you know, it's not gonna cost you like an arm and a leg and your life savings or anything like that. So that's a plus. But yeah, that's my opinion. I'll just shut up with my opinion on this body, lest I hurt anybody else's feelings. Oh yes, one last thing. In true awesome Chinese fashion, there are no seam lines on this doll. Nowhere can they be seen. It's pretty awesome. So if you get a Bobobie doll or a Resinsoul doll or pretty much any doll from a Chinese company, or at least most of the Chinese companies I've come across don't have seam lines on their dolls, but for the most part there will not be seam lines anywhere, even on your fantasy colored dolls, which is pretty spanktastic. And that is all for this review. If you have any questions about the body or the gang head, feel free to leave a comment down below. You can also get a hold of me at Den of Angels, Flickr, DeviantART, and Tumblr. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.